guys? Welcome back to the Third Down Talk Show. Today we're joined by Azim. On today's episode, we will be talking about the Super Bowl. It was about 2 weeks ago, and Azim, what are your thoughts on it?
I think it was a great game. I think both teams came out there and gave it their all, and the better team walked away with the victory.
Okay. OBJ tore his ACL, second time in 3 years. How do you think he'll come back?
He's a strong-minded athlete, and he's a great athlete as well. And I think with God and his family, anything is possible, and that he'll get through this and come back an even stronger and better player than he was before.
Uh, as you know, Aaron Donald made the last play of the game. He really wanted that ring. He cemented his spot in the Hall of Fame. And do you think he retires this season or he comes back for another run?
Well, whether he retires or not, he's a Hall of Famer, right?
Yeah.
So whether he retires or not, he's a Hall of Famer. I think that he could come back if he wants to. He might not. He might. I don't know what's in a player's heart. That's on him. But I'm excited to see whatever he'll do.
Matt Stafford, his teammate, the quarterback of the team, a lot of talk saying that he's not a Hall of Famer. Some people believe that he is. What are your thoughts on that?
Tough quarterback, great player, but not a Hall of Famer. Very tough quarterback. Spent a lot of hard years in Detroit, and but definitely not Hall of Famer after this one ring.
Yeah, I have to agree. You know, he's been behind some of the better quarterbacks of the league. You got Brady, you got Rodgers, you got Breeze.
Yeah, there's a lot of great quarterbacks in our generation. I just don't think he's not up there with the heap.
Cooper Kupp, he had the Triple Crown. He had one of the greatest receiving seasons ever. Do you think it was the best, or do you think 2012 Megatron was better?
I definitely think there's no receiver ever to have a better season than Megatron. But if you're going to get close to him, you might as well be Cooper Kupp this season. Like you said, Triple Crown winner, led the league in every single possible stat you could possibly. Won his team the Super Bowl single-handedly on that one drive. So he's a great receiver. He'll be amongst the top 5 best receivers in the league next year. And I'm excited to see if he can recreate the magic he had this season.
As for the Bengals, where do you see Joe Burrow next year? He seemed to hurt his knee in the game. Where do you think he'll be next year?
I think his knee will be fine, and I see him in another Super Bowl. That guy is strong-minded, confident, very cool, calm, collected. He's everything you want in a quarterback. I'd love to see that guy in the Super Bowl every year going forward. That guy is a great guy.
As you know, their offensive line really let them down. They let up like 20 sacks or something in the playoffs, 70 over the season. How do you think they'll improve their offensive line to give Joe Burrow a better career?
Well, that's one thing we got to see if they will improve the offensive line. They seem pretty content in where they're at with the offensive line, but they definitely need some work. Joe Burrow's true freshman year, he really didn't get to play because such a horrible line, and kind of just cost him a Super Bowl because he was playing like a quarterback who was winning a Super Bowl. His line did not play like a line who wanted to win the Super Bowl. So it's up to the team and the GM, but I definitely do think they need to improve their line going forward if they want to get a ring with Joe Burrow because they definitely can do it.
Back to the Rams side, do you think they can go back to back?
Ooh, that's hard. I definitely don't think they can go back to back. I don't think Matt Stafford will get back to what he was this year. You don't know if they'll have Aaron Donald. They definitely have some studs on the defense with Von Miller. He's getting old, though. They got some young guys like Troy Reader. They had to call Eric Weddle back out of retirement. So they had a lot of veterans playing in this game. So making it back might not be, but they'll definitely be in the playoff contention next year. They're a team to look at in the future as well.
Yeah, they have a lot of free agents. They have a ton of injuries throughout the season. So it will be tough. And let's talk about the officiating in that game because it was bad towards the end. You had T. Higgins face mask on Ramsey.
So it wasn't the best. It was not the best, but sometimes you gotta look at the officials and understand that the officials aren't going to be able to officiate a perfect game. Their emotions are up, just like the players' emotions are up. Every call that they make is pressure on them because you got a whole stadium of people. They could change the name of the game in a heart with one flag. So don't be too hard on the officials. They can't make every call, but players got to learn to adapt to the calls and still play through those calls.
So Jamar Chase, he actually beat Jalen Ramsey on that last play, and Aaron Donald, that O line couldn't handle him. So I mean, that game could have changed instantly right there if he was just able to get more time. Um, and for Jamar Chase, do you think he'll have a sophomore slump next year, or do you think he'll remain in this elite tier that he was at this year?
Oh, that kid's an incredible athlete. He's been an incredible athlete since he's been at LSU. I think he's really strong in the tournament, so I don't really think there's nothing that's going to stop that kid from being a great receiver in this league. He's got uber talent, nothing but hard work and ethic. Him and Joe already have great chemistry, so hopefully they get to stay together for a long time in their career. And both of them are possible Hall of Famers in the future if they stick together and work hard.
Okay, guys, that was our thoughts on the Super Bowl. Thank you all for joining us today, and we'll see you guys next time on the Third Down Talk Show.